Thanks everybody for joining today. We are so excited to have so many people expressing interest in today's webinar. We had over 50 questions submitted in advance, which is wonderful. So this is a great opportunity for those who've downloaded and read the ebook to have a chance to interact with those who contributed and get some direct answers from these industry leaders who each contributed a chapter. So what I wanted to do first was welcome and introduce each of our speakers, and then we will jump in to a brief introduction from each of them. So first, we have Mark White, co-founder and president of Content 26, with over 15 years of experience in content development and management. Rob Gonzalez is co-founder and VP of Business Development at Salsify. Previously, he ran inbound marketing and product management for Cambridge Semantics, another Boston area startup. Catherine Kogel is Director of Content at Criteo. She is a journalist and market researcher focusing on interactive media and commerce, whose work has appeared in Ad Age and other industry trades. Kristen Strauss, joining us, marketing manager from Bazaarvoice. I'm reading her bio here. Her least favorite thing is an irrelevant advertisement, and her favorite thing is a really good shopping experience. So just a little bit of an insight into Kristen there. We have John Fetterman, who is CEO of Webcollage, a longtime business leader with an impressive history of driving revenue and profit through innovative media, e-commerce, and retail platforms. And finally, myself, Danny Silverman, CMO at Clavis. I've been with Clavis for about 3.5 years. Prior to that, I was with Catapult e-commerce and Johnson & Johnson before that, having worked in e-commerce for over 10 years. So with that, I will hand it over to our first presenter. But one piece first is just to kind of highlight the recipe. So this ebook, or this cookbook, if you will, what we're going to go over today is just a little bit of that recipe that comes from each of the providers. So what Content 26 brings is a focus on how to create great product detail page content to help products stand out at shelf. Salsify is an expert in the process of repeatable content strategy, putting optimized content in front of shoppers and really optimizing that product experience. Bazaarvoice, leaders in consumer-generated content to drive consideration and conversion. Webcollage, focused on optimizing product detail pages with enhanced content. Criteo, driving traffic with sponsored product listings. And of course, Clavis, e-commerce analytics and frameworks to monitor and improve your online channel performance. All right, next slide. And with that, I'll hand it over to Mark from Content 26.
Thanks, Danny. Good morning, everyone. And I want to start off by saying I think that the perfect product page ebook that Clavis produced over the last few weeks is one of the best pieces of content around this issue that I've ever seen. So I'm really honored to be part of this and really honored to be part of this webinar. Thank you very much. So Content 26, we've been here since 2007. We have probably created more content than any other agency, single agency for Amazon, product detail content that is in the world. What I like to do is when we talk to clients is talk about starting with Amazon as your overall e-commerce content strategy. It's more important today than ever before. And I'm going to show you why with just a few slides here. So we all know about Google and the importance of search on Google. But what's happening now in the e-commerce world is Amazon is starting to take over Google's role as a search engine for products. Today, more than 50%, something closer to like 55% of all product searches start on Amazon. That means when somebody is starting their product research on the web, they start with Amazon and they do not start with Google. That means that in order for you to succeed anywhere in the world, whether you're selling on Amazon or any other place, you've got to get discovered on Amazon. So what I want to walk through is talk about content and how you can use content to help get discovered on Amazon. So when we're talking about content, when you're talking about discoverability on Amazon, we're talking about two things. We're talking about organic discoverability, and we're talking about paid search discoverability. And I wanted to start with organic, but I think paid search is now very, very important as a part of your strategy to get discovered. The most important piece of content for discoverability is what we call in Content 26 essential content. What the item setup content is: the titles, the bullets, the product image, and that short product description. Some of you may refer to this as above the fold content. So here with this Moan example, you see the highlighted areas of the title, and you see in that title several words and several phrases. And in the 5 bullets, we don't see the short description because of resolution images issues, but somewhere around 75 to 125 words of good value add product description is what you need to get discovered. Amazon A9 search engine indexed the title first. They index the bullets and the short product description for keywords. So I'll talk about keywords in a second, but this is where you start. Any page, regardless of where it is, Amazon and anywhere, has to start with this good above the fold content. And I'm not talking about images. We don't create images ourselves, but images are very important for this customer journey as well. The other piece of organic content that's very important, now it's not indexed by it's not indexed by A9. It has been in the past, but it's not now. And that's the enhanced content or the A+ content. So we were involved with the UI group at Amazon in 2007 to 2008, developing what we can now refer to as the A+ page. This page is very, very important for a couple of reasons. First, the modules that Amazon uses are optimized for mobile. Oftentimes, this is the page that appears at the top of the mobile search result page. So you need this to get optimized for mobile. Second, this is a 24/7 sales tool. Only about less than 20% of all visitors to your product page actually scroll down and read through this page, but those visitors are highly, highly engaged, and they're the ones that are more likely to convert. And overall, according to Amazon, the conversion rate for A+ content is somewhere between 8 to 15%. So that means you're going to get 8 to 15% of a sales lift on a page with good A+ content rather than not having any content at all. And again, more value add content, but with lifestyle image, some branding, and some other capability, some other content pieces that the product page, the above the fold, doesn't allow. Now, it's very interesting to note, as a sidebar, Amazon has just released what they call a premium product page. The cost for this is $500,000. That's $500,000. That's 5 with like 5 zeros after it for a product page for Amazon. And this is a big, rich multimedia experience that brands can use. I bring that up just to show that Amazon, with all their data, sees the value of the A+ page and the enhanced page very highly. So this is not indexed. It's not going to help directly with organic search, but where it does help, if this content is aligned with your customers, your potential customers' search needs and what they're looking for, this is going to be relevant content. It's going to have some stickiness on the page, and it's going to increase conversion, which is all going to feed into the algorithm to help increase that SEO boost or that organic search boost. But now Amazon, over the last couple of years, they have added to their platform. They've added essentially what's Google AdWords for Amazon, Amazon Marketing Services. Amazon Marketing Services relies on 3 types of paid search results. And in the front, what you see here are product search results on the left, in the middle, a headline search, and the right, a sponsored ad search. The headline search and the sponsored ad search are keyword driven. That is, when somebody comes on and searches for a faucet, if you can auction and bid and win the bid for your ads, your faucets could appear in either the headline or the product search spaces on this search result page. This is very important because it's going to drive tremendous amount of traffic to your page. It's going to cost you a little bit up front on those keyword bids, but it's going to drive a tremendous amount of traffic to your product pages. And when you go to that page, and this is where it becomes very important. This is how it ties into actually content. As you're driving traffic over your campaigns over the course of 3 months or so, anywhere from 6 weeks to 9 weeks, you're going to be creating a lot of data. You're going to start a campaign and you're going to have maybe 150 keywords related to this faucet that you're trying to figure out. You have to figure out which one's going to drive the most traffic. After about 3 to 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to see that 90% of your traffic is being driven, say, by a dozen keywords. You're going to have hundreds of keywords that are driving traffic, but a dozen are going to drive 90% of your traffic. So you take that information from Amazon, from AMS campaigns, you go back to your product page, and you optimize your product page, your essential content, your titles, your bullets, and your product description with these keywords. So in this case, it's touchless and pull down and any number of these other keywords. And that's going to enhance your organic search over time. It's going to make more relevant search for the customer and increase what we call the SEO juice for your product. And this comes out of your AMS campaigns. The second thing you can do here, and this is why I say start with Amazon, is you can take these findings. This is retail search. This is not search on Google. These are retail people looking for a particular faucet. This is retail search behavior that you can now use. You can plug it into Salsify. You can plug it into any of your other PIMs or systems that you use or content management systems. And then you can distribute this content to your other retailers. So you have search optimized content for your other retailers that you have driven from your Amazon AMS campaigns. Really great way to repurpose your content and a way to really start to optimize your other retailers with that content. Now, I'm not saying that Walmart or Target or anybody else is going to have the same kind of algorithms or the search algorithms that Amazon has, but what you will get ahead of the curve on is what kind of keywords that retail customers are looking for when they're searching for your product. Again, the most important thing to think about when you're thinking about your e-commerce content is right now is discoverability. If you're going to try to get discovered on Amazon, you're competing against 360 million other products, 700,000 other brands. And fundamentally, if you don't get discovered on Amazon, one of your competitors will. So what you need to do is focus on your essential content for that organic discoverability, and then run some AMS campaigns to get some great data that you can then go back, enhance that content with, and use that content and repurpose it across your other retail channels. Now, I have one more slide here on a case study for Buy Brands, and just really quickly, and I can talk in the Q&A or offline, but Buy came to us about 2 years ago. They did this process. They did the essential content, the A+ content, the dynamic content that we talk about, bringing back those keywords in. They came to us with 47 SKUs, a fairly unknown brand. They owned market share over the course of 18 months on Amazon. And this last spring, they were snapped up by the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group for about $1.7 billion. A great startup strategy for getting your product really in front of a lot of people. And that's it for me, and I'm happy to answer as many questions in the QA as we need. Thanks.
Great, thanks, Mark. Rob, over to you.
Thank you. Guys, my name is Rob Gonzalez. I'm one of the co-founders of Salsify, and I'm here today to talk to you about what the internal processes your business needs to put in place, the internal processes and systems in order to succeed on the digital shelf and deliver this perfect product page. So to build on what Mark was saying, Amazon is the new search engine for products. Google's still valuable. Some consumers go to Walmart, and what they're doing is they're looking for the perfect product to fit their cases and situations. They're reading the descriptions. They're reading the reviews. It's a search and merchandising first world that Mark was describing here. And by the time they walk in the store, most of them have already decided what they're going to buy. And we see this among a lot of our customers who run these mixed market models to try to understand the impact of investing in a great product detail page experience and investing in merchandising campaigns with AMS and AAP and what those impacts have on sales within Kroger, for example. And it's significant, right? Amazon and these major e-commerce sites provide the basis not just for e-commerce sales, but for sales anywhere your products are seen. So the process that you guys need to put in place within your organizations is how do you build an iterative process where you're not just setting some basic images and setting some basic copy on a product detail page once, but you're constantly revisiting it to make sure that you're taking advantage of every last merchandising opportunity that Amazon is making available to you on behalf of the consumers they're trying to serve, or Walmart is making to you, or Target, or Kroger, or Home Depot, or whatever the major retailers are that you work with. So the way that we look at this is you need to not just create a great product detail page once, but you need to be looking at it over and over and over and over again and looking for new updates. For those of you who go into Vendor Central and download those item data loaders, you know that Amazon's adding new columns and changing the rules on you on what's acceptable all the time. For example, right now, Amazon is experimenting with allowing more feature bullets on the product detail page. We've had customers successfully submit 10 product detail page feature bullets, which, as Mark was saying, are indexed for search. So that's immediately significantly extra search value that you can get on your product detail pages. That's available now that wasn't available 6 months ago. How quickly can your business respond? Can you whip up those extra product detail feature bullets quickly? Can you get them to Amazon quickly? That's what we're about at Salsify. How do you tie together all of these internal processes? So